Good morning friends. In today's lecture we'll learn about the type 2 and type 3 problems. Okay, let's first see about the type 1 problem. Okay, in type 1 problem we seen that the plane is resting on HP, and second stage we draw 40 theta and third stage 40 theta angle phi. In type 1, first condition for the resting of plane means how the plane is resting on the horizontal plane is given. Okay, so by using that condition we draw the first stage. Okay, in second stage the angle theta is given. Okay, that's the plane makes with the HP, so we draw the second stage. Okay, in third stage angle phi is also given. Okay, so in type 1 both angles are given. Okay, now let's come to the type 2. In this problem given that the 50 mm by 30 mm rectangle plane resting on HP. Okay, I use the same plane, rectangle plane. Okay, this plane is resting on HP. Okay, so here I write down, if the plane is resting on HP, then first stage for HP, second stage for theta, and third stage for the phi. Okay, now the plane is resting on HP on its shorter side. Okay, plane is look as a square in top view. Okay, plane is look as a square in top view. Side on which plane is resting is makes an angle of 30 degree with the VP, means angle phi is given 30 degree. Draw the projection and find the angle made by the plane with the HP. Okay, angle made by the plane with the HP means angle theta. Okay, so here in this question we require to find the angle theta. Okay, in type 1 both angle are given. Here in second type angle theta is not given. Okay, so we require to find the angle theta. Okay, so here first I start with the stage 1. Okay, plane is resting on HP on its shorter side. Okay, plane is resting on HP, so I draw its true shape means rectangle on horizontal. Okay, so first I draw is resting on shorter side, so first I draw the shorter side at here. Okay, and then this side of 50 mm. So first I draw the rectangle on horizontal plane. Okay, this is 30 mm and this distance is 50 mm. Okay, I give the name A, B, C and D. Okay, so this is my top view for the stage 1. Now for drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection at here on reference line. Okay, so here I get my point A dash, D dash, and here I get my point B dash and C dash. Okay, here D dash point and C dash point are hidden point. Okay, so here this line give me the front view. Okay, front view for the stage 1. Now in second stage, okay, in type 1 the angle theta is given. Okay, in angle theta is given, so we just simply draw this line at angle of 45 or given theta. Okay, here in this case theta is not given, we require to find the angle theta. Okay, but here one condition is given that the plane is look as a square in top view. Okay, so plane is look as a square in top view. Square means here square of 30 mm side. Okay, because this length of 50 mm is reduced due to the inclination. Okay, due to the angle theta. Okay, so this 50 mm line become the 30 mm due to inclination. Okay, so here condition given that the plane is look as a square in top view. Okay, we draw the top view in horizontal plane, so here we draw the square of 30 mm side. Okay, because it's given in the question that the plane is look as a square in top view. Okay, so in top view we require to draw the square of 30 mm side. Okay, so for that first I take the projection from here. Okay, so here I take the point A and D. Okay, this side is of 30 mm side. Okay, I draw the all side of 30 mm side. So from point A I measure the 30 mm distance and mark the point B at here. Okay, similarly from point B at angle of 90 degree I draw the another line of 30 mm side. So here I get my point C. Okay, and I connect C and D, I get my fourth side of the square. Okay, so in this way I draw the square in top view of 30 mm side. Okay, so I get my top view. Now I require to draw the front view. Okay, now in types 1 as we seen that, okay, in type 1 what we done, we draw the line at angle of 45 and after that we take the projection. Okay, from this side and this side. Okay, but here in this question we draw first top view. Okay, now getting the front view, I just simply take the projection at here. Okay, and draw the arc with A as a center and length is equal to 50 mm. Okay, so here in this question, first I take the projection from A and D point at here, okay, and from B and C point at here. Okay, I get my A point and B point at here because my plane is resting on side AD. Okay, so point AD is always on reference line, so I take AD at here. So here I get my point A dash, D dash. Okay, D dash is hidden point. Now for getting the point B and C, I have two conditions. Okay, I have B and C point on this line, this projection line. Okay, and the distance of B and C point from A and D point is equal to 50 mm. Okay, so I draw this line at angle of theta. Okay, so I take 50 mm as a length and A dash as a center. I draw one arc which intersected here. Okay, so here I get my point B dash and C dash. Okay, because this distance is similar to this distance 50 mm. Okay, so I take A dash as a center and 50 mm as a radius. Draw one arc which intersect this projection line at here. Okay, so here I get my front view. Okay, and this angle is my angle theta. Okay, that we require to find in this question. Okay, and if I measure this angle, then the value of this angle theta is equal to 55 degree. Okay, so this is the answer of our question. Okay, but we require to draw the third stage. Okay, because we require to draw the projection of plane. Okay, so we draw the top view and front view for the second stage. Now let's come to the third stage. In third stage, given that the side on which plane is resting is makes an angle 30 degree. Okay, means side AD makes an angle 30. Here it makes an angle 90. Okay, in question given that this line makes an angle 30. So for that, first I draw one line at angle of 30 at here. Okay, this angle phi is equal to 30 degree. Okay, we draw this same square at here but at angle of 30. Okay, so here I take the point D and A. Okay, at a distance of 30 mm. Okay, because I draw the square at here. Okay, now from A I draw the line at angle of 90 and 30 mm. Okay, so at here I get my point B. Okay, similarly from B point I draw the line of 30 mm at angle of 90, so I get my point C at here. Okay, so in this way I draw this square at angle of 30. Okay, so this is top view for the third stage. Now for drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection. Okay, I start with the point D. I take the projection of point D from here and from here, so I get my point D dash at here. Okay, now for point A I take the projection from here and from here at here, so here I get my point A dash. Okay, similarly for B point I take the projection from here and from here. Okay, so I get my B dash point at here. Okay, for C point I take projection from here and from here, so here I get my point C dash. Okay, so after joining this point D dash A dash, A dash B dash, B dash C dash and C dash D dash. Okay, I get my front view for the third stage. Okay, so in this type intermediate angle is not given. Okay, theta is not given. We require to find this angle theta. Okay, but for drawing the second stage one condition is given. Here in this problem condition is that the plane is look as a square in top view. Okay, in this problem condition given that the plane is look as a square in top view. Okay, so this rectangle is look as a square in top view. Okay, so first we draw the square at here and then take the projection. Okay, then we measure this distance line. Okay, 50 mm and take A as a center and 50 mm as a radius. We draw one arc at here. Okay, so we get our B dash and C dash point at here. Okay, then we connect these 2 points, so we get our front view at here. Okay, this is front view. Let's come to the type 3. in the question given that 50 mm by 30 mm rectangle plane resting on HP. If plane is resting on HP, then here I write down plane is resting on HP, second stage for theta and third stage for the phi. Okay, with its shorter side it looks as a square in top view. Okay, the longest side of the rectangle makes an angle of 30 with the VP, means angle phi is given 30 degree. Okay, it's made by the longest side. Okay, let's solve. Before solving this problem, first I draw the reference line at here. Now here in question given that the plane is resting on HP. Okay, so I draw the rectangle on horizontal plane. Okay, and it's resting on shorter side. Okay, so here I draw the shorter side at here of 30 mm side. Okay, and here 50 mm side. First I draw the rectangle in horizontal plane. Okay, and give the name A, B, C, D. Okay, so this is top view. Okay, now for drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection. So here I get my point A dash, D dash, B dash, C dash. Okay, C dash and D dash are hidden point. Okay, so here I get my front view for the stage 1. Okay, here in this problem theta is not given. Okay, we require to find the angle theta. Okay, but condition given that this plane is look as a square in top view. Okay, so for that I just simply take the projection from here. Okay, so this rectangle plane is look as a square of 30 mm side. Okay, because this 50 mm side is reduced due to the inclination. Okay, 50 mm to 30 mm. Okay, so here this side is 30 mm. Okay, A, D. Okay, now from A point I take the distance of 30 mm. So here I get my point B. Now from B point I draw the line at angle of 90. Okay, 30 mm line. So I get my point C. Okay, and here I get my fourth line CD. Okay, so in this way I draw the top view for the second stage. Now for drawing the front view, I take the projection from here for A and D point and from B and C point. Okay, here plane is resting on AD side. Okay, so we have our point A dash and D dash at here. Okay, on reference line. Okay, and for getting point B and C, okay, I take this distance 50 mm. Okay, and A as the center, I draw one arc which intersected here. Okay, so here I get my point B dash and C dash. Okay, because this distance A B dash is same. Okay, so here I get my front view for the second stage. Okay, and angle made by this line is theta. Okay, and this angle is, if I measure, then this angle is 55 degrees. Okay, here length is constant. Okay, this length and this length are the same. Okay, so we take the 50 mm as a distance and A as a center, we draw the arc, so we get our B dash and C dash point, because distance between A dash and B dash is same, is equal to 50 mm. Okay, so in this way we draw the front view and top view for the second stage. Okay, now let's come to the third stage. In third stage, given that the angle phi is equal to 30 degree, but it's made by the longest side. Okay, this angle is made by either the side AB or CD. Okay, but if we see carefully that in second stage the length of the AB and CD is reduced. Okay, in first stage the length of AB and CD is equal to 50 mm, and in second stage its length is reduced to 30 mm. Okay, so here this angle 30 degree is given for the 50 mm side. Okay, when the side is 50 mm, then this plane, this side makes an angle 30 degree. Okay, but in second stage its length is reduced to 30 mm. Okay, so we require to find the new apparent angle here. Okay, in earlier case, if we seen in this problem, okay, in this problem this angle phi is made by the shorter side AD. Okay, in this, and the length of the shorter side is same in both case. Okay, 30 mm in this stage and 30 mm in this stage. Okay, so we in this type we not require to find the apparent angle, but in this problem this angle 30 degree is made by the 50 mm line. okay, at here, okay, and in second stage its length is reduced to 30 mm, okay. So we require to find the apparent angle at here for the final stage, okay. So in problem you just check that length is constant or not, okay. In earlier problem its length is constant in both stage, okay, but in this problem its length is changed, okay. In first stage its length is equal to 50 mm, and in second stage its length is 30 mm, okay. So in question given that phi is equal to 30 degree, but it's 30 degree for the 50 mm side, okay. Here length is changed to 30 mm, so we require to find a new apparent angle at here, okay. So for finding the apparent angle I just simply first draw one line at here, okay. Now from here I mark one point at here and give the name A at here. Now first I draw as given in this data, okay. In this data given that the 50 mm line at angle of 30 degree, okay. So from point A I measure the angle is equal to 30 degree and draw one line of 50 mm side, okay. So here I get my point B, okay. So this length is equal to 50 mm, okay. Now from point B I draw one locus, okay. So I get my final point on this line, okay. Now the length is changed to 30 mm, okay. So from point A I measure the distance 30 mm and draw one arc, okay. So I take A as a center and 30 mm as a radius and draw one arc which intersect this locus at here, okay. So here I get my new angle, okay. Here I give the name B, okay. So this length is equal to 30 mm, okay, and for 30 mm we require to find the new apparent angle, okay. So angle made by this line is give us the apparent angle beta, okay. So now we draw this square at an angle, new angle beta, okay. If we measure this angle beta, then beta is equal to 55 degree, okay. So we draw this square or this side AB at angle of 55 degree, okay. I explain again. For finding the angle beta, first I draw one line at here, okay, and take point A at here, okay. Now I represent this condition for 50 mm side and angle 30 degree, okay. That is given in question, okay. So at here I get my point B, okay. Now from point B I draw one locus at here, okay. Now I finding the angle for the distance 30 mm. So I take A as a center and 30 mm as a radius. I draw one arc which intersect the locus at here, okay. So here I get my point B, okay. So this is my final line AB for this stage AB, okay. So the angle made by this line AB is our apparent angle beta, okay. So in this way we find the our angle beta, okay. And if we measure this angle beta, then it's equal to 55 degree, okay. So now our new angle beta is equal to 55 degree. So we draw the line AB at angle of 55 degree, okay. In this case line AB is parallel to reference line or vertical plane, okay. So we now draw this line AB at angle of 55 degree, okay. So first I draw one line at angle of 55 degree at here. This angle beta is equal to 55 degree, okay. Now I draw this square at here, okay. So first I here mark the point A and here B, a distance of 30 mm, okay. This distance is equal to 30 mm because we draw the square of 30 mm side, okay. Now from point B I draw one line at 90 degree of 30 mm side. Similarly at here 90 angle and distance is equal to 30 mm, okay. So here I get my point C and here I get my point D, okay. So in this way I draw the top view for the third stage. Now for drawing the front view I just simply take the projection. For A point I take the projection from here and from here, okay. So here I get my point A dash, okay. Now for point B I take the projection from here and projection from here, okay. So I get my point B dash at here, okay. Now for point C dash I take the projection from here and from here. So I get my CDS point at here. Okay, now for D point, I take the projection from here and from here. So I get my D point at here, D dash point at here. Okay, now just simply connect A dash with B dash with C dash, C dash with D dash, and D dash with A dash. Okay, so in this way I draw the front view for the third stage. Okay, so this is the type 3 problem. Okay, in type 3 we require to find the new apparent angle. So here I conclude this lecture. In next lecture we solve some problem of projection of plane.